Okay, welcome back to another episode of Planetbase. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the game, Planetbase is a sci-fi colony build-up where you get jettisoned to space with a bunch of strangers, and it is up to you to keep them alive and to create a thriving colony. Now, we finished the last series or season on a different planet, the Class M planet. That's this one, Overwhelming. And so we're actually open for a new type of challenge, a new planet, the next planet. So we want to go for a new game. I know I started a new colony in the last episode, but since we missed, we lost that footage of how we started that episode. I'm going to start a new one completely from scratch. So we're going to do a new game. In this case, it's the Class S Suicide Planet. Now. This is of course not a great colony to start on, not a good world to start on. I don't know if anybody would actually technically set a colony on this planet. It would be horrible. Right, this is a gas giant, of a moon of a gas giant, with an active atmosphere, with thunderstorms, and of course the methane lakes produce a little bit of a barrier. You can see the little islands all over the place. That's where we're going to be building between. So. We also have a problem with a couple of other challenges, a light amount, so it's variable. So that means that the solar panels don't really have that much of an impact. So we're going to have a lot of solar panels, basically to keep our colony alive. Atmosphere density is low, so that means also that wind turbines have a low capacity, so that they're pretty much useless. And we also have the thunderstorms, such a much of a risk. So let's call our colony Haven, because it's such a beautiful planet. Let's get this started. Let's go. All right, now this is the most difficult planet to survive on in the game, and it is a challenge. So if we do not make it, we'll just start again. It's no problem. It's just a casual gaming thing, right? No pressure. Alright, here come our colonists. Four colonists only? Yeah, well, okay, this is definitely a challenge. And one robot. Well, luckily we got a robot. So this is our planet we're currently on. We want to, where do we want to? We want to move in this direction, and of course also build out in this direction. I think that's good into the open. That's the best we can try and hope for. So first things first, let's put down some solar panel. I want a nice, beautiful solar panel over here. I think that's a good idea. Somewhere close by to this rock here. Not too far away. Right there. Perfect. And let's also put an extra. You know what? I need a power collector right there. Then I also want this oxygen generator to be positioned right there. Why can't I put it a bit closer? There it is. That's better. This colony is the opposite of the previous colony we're in. In the previous colony we were trying to space out as much as possible. In this colony you want to do the opposite. You want to get everything as close together as possible. Mainly because, well, what is going to be happening is that a lot of these things are going to cause a little bit of a problem for us. So can we put down this thing here? No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So we want to keep this open here, so we can put our gate like that, like so. It'll be fine. Let's also put a second solar panel right there. I think that'll be a good idea. Keep everything close by. You don't want to go too far away. Alright, so that's our power collector is filling up. Perfect. Now we need to have a water. We need some water for this thing as well. Otherwise we can't generate any oxygen. Let's do that first. This is a bit of a higher priority. And then we'll put another additional solar panel right there. Excellent. We just need to get this power collector filled, and then we can survive the night. Next we want a biolab. Nice big one. Can we put it over here? No, we can't, of course not. Just keep it right there. Make it a really nice compact colony. As compact as possible. That's what we want. Right, let's go. Canteen, we want that. Wait, we also need to have this thing placed somewhere. We need to have it someplace where it's a bit central. Not there. Right there. I think that's a good idea. Right there. It's expensive. It takes... well, this version doesn't take that much, but it does eventually take up 5 metal. No worries, don't worry. We have time. Our colonists are not dying from oxygen deprivation yet, so it's okay, it's okay. Alright, going okay, good. Canteen, can we put the canteen right there? Yes, we can still do that. I want to build around this lightning rod in this space here as much as possible, and then progressively move out in this direction. That's what I want to do. And also possibly, if it's possible, move out over there, because that's a lot of space right there. It'd be great to get there. So I want to keep this this corridor here that we have open for expansion. Alright, it's starting to rain. This is going to reduce our power generation a bit, just a little bit. We don't have much wind to speak of. It's a bit of a problem, but it's fine. We'll get it done. One more plastic. Okay, we have oxygen, finally. And next best thing we need is the canteen. Now, the biggest problem that you're going to have on this planet, I can already see that, is oxygen. Because you're going to have to make all these quite long chains of buildings, of biodomes. Of domes. And you might have to supplement, well, you might have to put a whole bunch of these oxygen generators along the way to keep them from, well, basically dropping in oxygen supply. So here we go. That's up and running. This thing, I think it's definitely nighttime now. So as you can see, we had our solar panels up and running the whole day, and we only managed to get just a little bit over half of that power collector filled. So it's not really that productive. So we need to be careful. Next thing we need to do is put up, well, as soon as possible, put up a mine and a processing plant. So we want to move out in this direction as soon as possible. Alright, we got our biodome up and running. Excellent. Let's put down some starch, a little bit of potatoes, tomatoes, and some of that. Alright, here comes our lightning rod. This thing is very important. It's going to keep us safe. Safe from the storm. And if it gets struck by lightning, you can see it here, it will also provide power to our power collectors, which is excellent. That's what we want. So we can turn electric lightning power directly into storage power storage. It's excellent. Now we have a beautiful little spot here, right there, where we can put our cabin. Only problem is, and I have a little bit of a shortage of funds, materials, and let's look at the gate. We say this is excellent. We have 4 colonists. They're all pretty good, so it's a great opportunity right now to put down a nice little landing pad right there. Excellent. Let's put down a meal maker. Not a chair. We don't need a chair. Who needs a chair? Water and a TV. TV is for morale. The water is for thirst, of course, and everything else. Okay, here comes our second solar panel. Up. Let's recycle that, get a whole bunch more resources. Excellent, we got 19 more. Perfect. Can we now move out in this direction? Can we put something here? Yes, we can. We can put down the dorm over here, which I'm going to do. It's gonna cost us 1 metal and 1 plastic. That's fine. And I also want to have this processing plant put over yonder. Can we do that? Is that gonna fit there? Problem is that the gate over here is on the wrong side. Sadly enough. I need a mine right there. Can I still put the processing plant here? Is that gonna work? No, it's not. Of course not. We'll put the processing plant right there. Keep everything as close as much as possible in this green bubble. That's very important. Yeah, people are a bit hungry. Let's remove the dome so we can see what's happening. This is Emma Pennington, come to do all of the construction. All right. Okay, let's go. Power storage is critical. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. We'll figure it out eventually. Currently there's no way to get any power generation because the wind is blowing, but it's blowing pretty crappily. So let's see what exactly going to happen. We might have a bit of a power outage. We'll see. We're only using up 30 kilowatts and we still have quite a bit to go. How was the status? Status is good. Excellent. Mainly because of one of our workers here is a bit thirsty. Luckily the drinking fountain is already created, so he can get himself something to drink. Now I would like to have this landing pad up and running as soon as possible. That would be great. If that's the case, then we can... Oh, power outage. No more power. Yes, I know there's 4 structures out of power. You don't have to keep telling me that. Right, the sun's back up again. We can get that right back up again and started. All right, with the dome set up, with the dorm set up, we can now finally build a cabin, which we need. This is going to come over here. I'm putting it right there. It's still in the green zone, so it's okay. So trying to keep it as close as possible to every other thing right there. Excellent. Do that. And then we can recycle this. Yes. Now we lost 1 metal and 1 plastic. That's fine for now. We don't necessarily need it at the moment. It's okay. Survival reached. Perfect. We have survived the night. 1 day after landing, your people are still alive. Obviously. Okay, let's continue. Okay, the mine is up. That should start as soon as possible with that. But with the mine up, we definitely need to get some more ore in. And of course our processing plant needs to be set up as well. But our status is very poor, so I don't think this is going to matter anymore. We won't get any colonists anyway. You just need to get some more metal. And of course we also need a sick bay as soon as possible. Sick bay is going to help us with anybody that gets hurt. But we don't have a doctor. We don't have a doctor and we don't have any guards, so there's no need to put a sick bay up. If somebody gets hurt, that's basically it. There's nowhere we can treat them. So we need this cabin working as soon as possible. It's cheaper than the big dorm because it only takes 2 metal and 2 plastic. It's exactly what we have right there. But as soon as we get these people all sleeping and a bit happier, that will allow us to get some colonists in. Which is what we want. We want more colonists in. We particularly want a doctor. We need a doctor because we can't really do any mining. If somebody gets hurt, then that's basically done game over. We're gonna be stuck there for a little bit. Don't go through. Processing plant is up and running. We need one metal processor and one plastic processor. Set up as soon as possible. It's fine. Power generation is great. We are producing twice as much power as we need. Excellent. Okay, we're producing 23 kilowatts out of 30. Here comes our landing pad. Excellent. The landing pad is up and running. We can attract some colonists, but our status is kind of poor. It's very poor. So I doubt very much that we will have anything ready for anybody. Anybody will come here, that's for sure. Nobody will come here. Not anytime soon. So is anybody working here? Yeah, somebody is already working here looking for some ore. Perfect. And it's starting to storm again. But we have our solar power collector is now full. That's great. That means we don't necessarily need to worry about power anymore. But we, technically speaking, when you have... We can turn this off. You don't need it anyway. There's nobody going to come anyway. So, landing pad is up. We don't need traders. We don't have anything to trade. We need only colonists. And we need colonists for food and for a whole lot of other things. First, we need to get some beds up. Just need to make sure that our Emma here stays alive. If she gets hit, if anybody goes beyond the green line, they're basically in danger of getting hit with lightning, and that's basically game over for us. Because if we lose Emma, nothing can be built, and well, we're basically done for. Let's put some beds down. We just need 4 beds. That's all we need. Not 5, just 4. Because we only have 4 colonists at the moment. Let's also put down a couple more pads. I want more starch. No, that's not a good one. This is a bad one. Let's remove that. Let's put the onions down and the beets down. Perfect. The thing about these pea pads is that they take up quite a bit of the resources and time of our biologist. So he's not going to be very happy. As soon as lightning strikes, you will definitely see it. You'll see a spike of light hit this thing, and it'll make a very strange noise, and then all this power in the power collector will just jump up to 100%. It'll be perfect. Alright. Amount of power that we are actually using up right now is more than we are generating. It's okay. But we're going to have a lot of power collectors. A lot. Self-sufficiency reached. Perfect. Now that we have everybody in the colony that we need, we are self-sufficient. You have the structures in place to sustain your colony. Excellent. So now we can just basically focus on expanding. We've already survived. Just need to get this. The first time we get some colonists in here will be the best time, because, well, then we get another milestone set up. But we have only 10 more plastic. We have enough plastic. It's fine. We have 10 plastic and 10 metal. So technically speaking, we can also build a sick bay. It's useless though, because we don't have anybody to heal our sick. I want to focus on these beds. These beds are really important. And we desperately need another biologist. These pads are getting no attention whatsoever, because he's on his own. And he can't handle all these pads on his own. It's not possible. Now, does it affect our status? I don't know. I don't think it does. Alright, we just need these beds up. Can we get those beds up, please? Alright, we're starting to produce food. We have 3. It's not on the graph yet, but it'll get there in a bit. How many? Okay, we can handle 20 people. It's the very beginning of our colony, so it's okay. Okay, we're starting to lose power. Let's turn this off. We don't need it yet. It's all good. There's nobody in the mine yet. I want people to sleep, so I'm gonna turn that off as well. So we also save power. I think that's a pretty good idea. Ooh, look at these people. Oh, that's so sad. They're all sleeping on the floor. Morale is low, which of course isn't great. And we lost our TV, so I want to put down our TV here and get them back again. See if they can get a little bit more morale up. Can we get somebody to make at least one bed? Is the engineer sleeping? I think Emma, yeah, Emma is sleeping. So she's not gonna wake up for a while. And I think he's gonna fall asleep in a second. Yep, there he goes. Everybody now is sleeping. Ah, poor people. They're so tired. Nothing we can do about that, for now at least. Just need to get these beds up. And if these beds are up, then we can get the morale to be up again. Because they'll sleep. And once they have slept, we should be able to get a little bit more power out of this place. So let me just turn this off as well. And I think we can turn off this as well. There's nobody working here anyway. It all saves power. We're just tickling away on 11 kilowatts of power. It's not even that bad. It's gonna take a long time for that to lose, to sleep out of that machine. And our little robot, oh, I think he crashed. Yep, he's in very poor condition. He needs an engineer to come and help him. Alright, Tristan is in very bad shape. He's not happy at all. Kirk is also very unhappy. And, well, I think Nathaniel is going to get very unhappy in a second. Everybody seems to be very unhappy with the situation. Now, that's fine. For now, there's no way to up their morale until we get the TV up. And once we get all the beds up, they can sleep there. But they won't be tired for another 2 days, something like that. But as soon as somebody wakes up, I really hope it's going to be the engineer. If the engineer wakes up, then we can finally start building these beds. I wish I could just pick them up and put them somewhere else, you know. Turn that off as well. We don't need that. How much power? We're using up 10% of 10 kilowatts of power. Water is doing fine. That's 3,000 watts power collection per strike. Ooh, that's a lot. That doesn't fill up our power collector completely, but it definitely does give us a big chunk. Since everybody's inside anyway, let's just close this as well. It all saves power. No, I'm gonna keep that on. Should we? I don't think we should leave that off. I think that will also damage the pads. I think we'll leave the biodome on, and it's gonna suck up a bit of power, but it's fine. Day's almost over. There's no cloud cover. It's only at 4%. Should get us some power in a bit. As soon as the sun comes back up again. I'm not really sure where the sun is. I only see the huge gas giant in the background there. Might be something there. So we want to move out in this direction. It's quite a nice big spot here. A nice big area. And we want to move out in this direction. So we have two directions to go. This way, I think we'll go that way with utilities, and this way. This way is the best to go with the domes. So we have some space over here to travel in, to go into, and we have some space over here to traverse. These rocks here, you see these big sticking out pieces of stuff, whatever are. They aren't really that important. All right, is that Emma? Yeah, Emma, the engineer, is up and running. Oh no, we don't have enough water. Why aren't we producing enough water? That's so horrible. Alright, power storage is a bit of an issue right now. It's okay. Just have to turn everything back on again. We have 2 beds up. But we don't have enough water at the moment. That's a bit of a pain. What can we do about that? We can, technically speaking, we can also, of course, put down another water extractor. but I really don't want to. What I would rather do is put down another big power collector. Put it right there. Can we come? Is it still in the green zone? That will be outside the green zone. Can also put it over here, right? I think that will also be out of the green zone. That's what I think, at least. Now I don't want to put anything over here because I want to move with this resource plant dome. I want to move that directly to this area here with the rocks and stuff, so we can put in another oxygen generator and some more mines over there. That would be very, very helpful. All right, let's put the power back up again. We're running at 50% of 50 kilowatts of power. It's way more than we need. Excellent. We're doing really well. But okay, our water's gone up again. Fine, that's great. Now, how is our status? Very poor. And that's mainly because all these colonists and stuff are very unhappy. So there is really nothing we can do about that. Well, we can put some more TVs down, but it won't really help our biologist. Our biologist is really unhappy about everything. We need to get him happy, and that is only going to happen once we have some beds up. So we have one more bit of plastic to go. That's our Tristan is going to deliver that. Here comes the second power collector. It's awesome. I just hope it's going to be enough. I wonder how comfortable a bed is that you had to weld. That'll be fine. Well, at least the power is going back up again. And if there is a situation where we need to turn everything off, we'll just get everybody to bed and we'll turn off all of these domes except for, of course, the cabin, and get everybody to sleep. And our landing pad doesn't take any power at the moment, but if we turn it on, you can see that it takes immediately 5 kilowatts of power. That's not really good. Doesn't what we want. We want, okay, wind is it's pretty crappy. It's just the problem is that the wind is so incredibly light that it doesn't actually give us anything. This rain that you see here, it's methane rain. So it's pretty nasty stuff. Ooh, storm is coming. So we got some lightning. It'd be nice if we get struck right here. But I think in the beginning of the game itself is a bit friendlier on you. So it doesn't actually strike your colony until later on. Say with the meteors, for instance, that they don't hit your colony straight on until a little bit later. Okay, power collector has all the metal it needs. Perfect. I don't think it'll get full though, because this thing is just barely producing enough power. Oh, no. No, it's not. Not anymore. That's pretty much gone. There's no wind anyway, so even if we had a wind turbine, it still wouldn't matter. So we need to think about turning something else off. What can we turn off? Nothing. We might need another solar panel. I think that's something we definitely need desperately. And of course the sick bay. I'm not entirely sure if we're going the right way here. Doing the right thing. It'll be fine, I hope. If we can put a sick bay right there, that'll be perfect. Then we can build out in this direction anyway. Okay, we're dropping in 3 kilowatts of power per, I don't know, hour, I guess? How are you doing? Ah, you're totally awake. You have no sleep whatsoever, but your morale is really low. I need that morale to go up. Oh, our welfare went down from very poor to poor. That's good. Just, he must have been watching some TV then. Yeah, somebody must have been watching some TV. Alright, we're going to be producing some ore in a bit. I'm not going to turn this thing on, this processing plant, until we have proper sunlight and of course some more power generation. We barely just made the night when we had this thing completely full, and we have just past, no, we're not even past halfway. So the question is that going to help? If we get one of these guys from their miserable morale to go up into the green, then I think that our status would go back to good, and then we can actually turn our landing pad on and get some more. Oh, there we go. We got power back again. We're generating power again instead of losing power. Excellent. We can turn our landing pad on, and then we can have some more colonists come in, because we desperately need some more biologists. Food generation is really bad, because this is basically just, it's like really crap. And we desperately need to get that sorted. Now they don't have a table to sit on, so their morale is going to sink while they're just sitting there. We can give them a table. We do have a lot of plastic. Let's go ahead and give them one table. Just one. I don't want to give them more because we need the plastic for when we start building the sickbay. It's pretty important. Okay, here we go. That's Emma in bed, so her morale should go up now. Yep, there it goes. Now we just need to get everybody else to start getting a little bit of a higher morale. Power storage is low, of course it is. Let's turn stuff off. Actually, let's disable everything except for the beds. Let's turn that back on again. You can go right back to sleep, Emma. No? She doesn't want to anymore. I woke her out of her sleep. The pads right now at the moment not producing any power, I mean any food is okay, it's fine. Doesn't really matter so much. Mainly because, well, there is nothing for them to do anyway. There's no food that they can produce enough quantities to feed our colonists. So it's fine to turn it off and get them back into the red. It's much more important that we get these people their morale up. If we can get their morale up, then we can move into the proper range. And maybe we made a little mistake with the power collector here, and maybe we should have put down another solar panel. Maybe. At least our biologist is happy. Power seems to be fine. Everybody seems okay. Tristan is going to sleep. Perfect. And our status is going from decent. It'll reach good in a couple of minutes. I think once Nathaniel has taken a good night's rest and Emma, I think then we can start looking into getting some more colonists with the landing pad. Turn that on in the sun with a bit more light, and that'll be fine. It's all pretty good. I think we'll make it to the day, to the night. I mean, we still have 1,600 kilowatts of power to go. We're only using 8 kilowatts of power in total, and yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think that's it. I think our status now is an excellent. Power is critical, of course it is. We can turn this on now. Get some colonists. I think I'll go for the biologists and the medic. think that's the most important at the moment. 50-50. There we go. So if we can get somebody to come down here and give us a little bit of a hand, that would be perfect. We need a medic, so we can get that, can basically start producing some more ore without having anybody get into trouble. And basically heal our wounds. And we need another biologist to take care of our pads. Once that we have an additional biologist, we can rotate. And of course we also have the milestones. If we had the milestone expansion, if we can get some more colonists to the base. It is on, right? People should be able to see it from space, right? Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Alright, let's see who we get. Excellent, we got a medic and a biologist. So we reached the expansion. You managed to get new colonists to arrive at your base. Perfect. We're okay now. We're fine. We have a medic. Well, we have one medic. If he dies, we're back to square one. But at least we can now finally start looking into putting down a sick bay. And the sick bay will allow us to mine more actively. Sun should come up in a bit. Shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, okay, it's gonna be close. This is gonna be very close. Are we gonna be able to actually generate any? Turn this off. That's power is off. There we go. We lost power. Sun's gonna come up in a second. And I want people to go directly back to work in the mines, get us some more ore, and we can start producing some more metal. We need the metal for sickbay and for expansion. How much metal do we need? We need 2 metal, right? Yeah. Let's turn this on again. Let's see, what do we need to do? We need to enable everything. It is still a bit cloudy, and it is storming outside, so that means that our solar panels are not producing like optimally. So we are just generating just enough power for everything. But if this goes up a bit further, okay, there we go. We're already using up more power than we're actually producing. So let's turn something off. Excellent. But we're not storing any power at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. Can we turn something else off? Let's turn this off. As soon as we need more food and stuff, as soon as we see anybody hungry, then we'll turn that on again, and then we can we'll just switch everything off and on when we need it. So right now, I think it'll be best if we just need that ore. We have 2 ore. Perfect. So we can turn the mine off as well. Just need that ore processed. That's the best. That's the most important thing. And if we get the ore processed, we can have enough materials for maybe another solar panel. I think we'll need another solar panel. Solar panels will be a bit more vital than a sick bay. But for the solar panel that we need to have 3 ore, I think. Yeah, we need 3 ore. We need some more ore then. We'll leave it as is right now for the moment, and let's turn the landing pad off as well. We just need to generate some more power here. Get some more power into the solar collectors, into the power collectors. So where's the other piece of ore? Okay, our engineer Emma here is carrying the last little bit of ore. We can turn on the mine and get some more ore. I think we should do that. Turn this off. We need 1 more ore, and then we can build ourselves an additional solar panel. I think that's a little bit more important than sickbay at the moment, I think. Where do we want this? We want this over here. No, we don't want it there. That's a really bad idea. I think we want it right there. Just need one more ore. That's all we need. Currently we have two biologists and one medic. If the storm settles down a bit, come on, go away. This planet is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging because the rain keeps coming. It doesn't stop, and it always rains during the day. So you have a bit of a problem with generating power. It's just okay. It's just that it'd be nice to have a little bit more power. As soon as we get to the danger zone area where they actually start targeting our colony, then we can finally get a little bit more power into our solar collectors, our power collectors, and we can get that power collector filled up. 3,000 kilowatts of power in one go is quite a lot, and it would be nice to have. But I think it's more important that we get our power situation sorted before we start thinking about expansion. So we need to have one more ore. And then we can move, we can turn the mine off and start focusing on production. It's going to take a little bit. Alright, somebody's thirsty over here. Let's turn that back on again so that she can take a nice little drink. The day's almost over and we haven't gotten even halfway through our power collector yet. So it's really crap. That's how it is. That's how it is with this kind of planet. You don't really want to live here. But at least our colonists are reasonably happy. We're getting a little bit of food in. It's going back up again. That's supplementing our current rations that we already have. That's standing outside. Alright, the sun is definitely coming out again. The storm is settled. We're getting a little bit more power in. But I'm pretty sure we'll have problems again. Status is fine. But I don't think we have enough power. We can turn it on, see what happens. I don't really want to. We'll see. We'll see if somebody comes. Currently, we need some more workers, and we need another engineer, like that. If we get another worker in, then we can work on the mine constantly, continuously, and we can also work in the processing plant at the same time. That will be perfect. Just need to have just one more ore. We get one more ore, then we can turn the mine off. We can just focus on production, and we can get that power plant, solar panel, done. And then we might be in a little bit of trouble, because if we get anybody hurt in the mine, they'll have to wait until we have sickbay built for them to be able to continue on. Alright, power is critical. Let's turn everything off. Disable, please. Thank you. Turn this on. We didn't make it with, didn't manage to get that last little bit of ore available, sadly enough, but at least everybody's sleeping now. That power is horrible. I need to turn this off as well, as soon as possible. Everybody's tired. But we don't have a choice. We need to get we have to get this power generation sorted. This power is a bit of a problem. We need more solar panels. For sure. We need to have a lot of solar panels so we can get these solar collectors all filled up before a storm hits. So as soon as this guy is done drinking, there we go. Turn this off as well. Alright, he doesn't have anything to do, so he's just going to stand around and play a little bit with his feet. I don't know. Just do your thing. And let's just see if we can survive the night. We have very little power at the moment. Wind is okay. Maybe we could put down a windmill. It might be another good idea. Let's see, how much does a windmill cost? So we could put on a windmill over here. That might supplement our power needs. We still need the ore though. This is still going to be 3 ore. So we need to get this mine up and running. It's 99%. Do we have a worker here available? I think all the workers are sleeping, right? Yeah, both workers are sleeping. Status is excellent, even though we don't have much power. This is going to be so close. I think when everybody wakes up, we should turn this cabin off as well. It only uses 1 power, but... everybody's morale is really high. It's all good. So they're all very happy with the situation. Alright, there we go. We can turn this off as well. Perfect. Can we turn this off? No. Why not? Fine. Disable. So that turned everything off. We're now using the minimal amount of power. This is just 4 kilowatts of power. So that should stretch us through the night, I think. I hope. It's just too bad I don't actually see like an hour or something, or a minute. 4 kilowatts an hour would be great. Can we get the sun back again? Please get the sun back. Then I'll just look at this guy. He's really annoyed. He has nothing to do. There's no sick bay for him yet. There's nobody hurt, and he's just wondering what the hell. Somebody trench foot. That'd be nice. He's just hoping for some trench foot. I'm just hoping we'll get to the night. I mean, we still have quite a long way to go, and we don't have any power whatsoever. We turn everything off. Can even turn that off. Does that help? Water, we can also turn that off. We're now using only 1 kilowatt of power. That's the maximum. We have actually turned off everything except, well, we have to turn this back on again. We won't be able to survive without it. Oxygen will drop if we don't. Leave that on. Uh-oh. It's gonna go off anyway. No. Okay. Oxygen is a bit of a problem. Yes, I know the oxygen generator is out of power. There's nothing I can do. Luckily we don't have that many people in our colony, so the oxygen is not going to drop so fast. We can still survive. But we need... And the thing is that we also have this storm at the moment. It's also coming. So we need to get that power generation back up again. Alright, sun's going to come out in a second. Oxygen is still okay. We're not in danger yet. Morale is still high. Everybody's still happy. Okay, here comes power again. Can we turn something on? Alright, there we goes. There we goes. Alright, now I'm just going to leave everything off for... Whoa, did you see that? That was what happens with a lightning strike. So we can enable everything again. We can turn that off. We don't need that at the moment. That can go off. We're just not generating that much power, but we have we got 3,000 kilowatts of power now, again. Just need to get this one little ore, and then we can turn everything back off again, well, the mine off again, and turn this processing plant on again. Here we go, we got some more workers. What do we got? What do we got? Our current state is excellent. So 2 workers and an engineer. Perfect. Now we can turn this off. We don't need that anymore. And I'm just gonna let that go for now. I mean this okay, we can turn the mine off as well. Turn this back on again. Perfect. Alright. We survived. We survived. Alright. Now we just need to keep on going. Get that metal all sorted out and processed. If you enjoyed the episode, it was a bit tense, but we managed to get through it. Leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's fine. And I will see you in the next episode where we continue our little survival. Have a nice day. Bye bye.